The simple present.
We can use the simple present to talk about facts or things that are generally true. Gradberry.com is a career website. I enjoy working with people. To form simple present statements with regular verbs, use the base form with I, you, we, and they. For statements in the third person, he, she, it, add s to the base form. We also use the simple present to describe habits and routines.
We take the train to the office. I do not work on Fridays.
Read the sentences. What is the correct form of the verb in parentheses?
Most companies want people with a few years of work experience. My manager hires about 10 new employees every year. This company doesn't hire people without experience. Some students don't use LinkedIn or Bait.com.
The verb be has 3 simple present forms: am, is, and are. To form simple present negative statements with be, add not after the simple present form of be. Read the sentences. What is the correct form of the verb be? Affirmative.
My boss is very friendly. They are assistants. It is difficult to find a good job.
Negative.
Eric is not a manager. We are not web designers.
We also use the simple present to describe states and feelings.
You are very friendly. I want a career as a web designer.
The verb have has 2 simple present forms, have and has. Use has only for statements in the third person. For example, he, she, or it. To form a negative statement, use do not before the base form have. Read the sentences. What is the correct form of the verb have? Affirmative.
I have a new job. Eba has a new assistant. Syed and Fatima have an idea for a business.
Negative.
You do not have much work experience. She does not have a resume. They do not have many employees.
To review, the 3 main ways we use the simple present tense are to talk about facts or things that are generally true, to describe habits and routines, to express states and feelings. Read the sentences. Which of the uses above does each sentence show?
Andrew works on weekends.
Habit or routine.
We are happy you decided to join the company.
State or feeling.
The Internet has a lot of useful information about careers.
Fact or general truth.
The simple past.
Use the simple past to talk about actions that happened in the past.
Sue graduated from college last year. Sammy went to a job interview this morning. My university had a career fair last spring.
To form the simple past with regular verbs, add ed to the base form of the verb.
I worked at a clothing store last summer. I helped customers.
For verbs ending in e, add d.
I served dinner at a busy restaurant. I also prepared takeout orders.
For verbs ending in y, drop the y and add ied.
Hakeem applied for a position as a web designer. He studied web design in college.
Read these sentences. What is the correct form and spelling of the verb in parentheses?
Ibrahim walked to the office this morning. I used Gradberry.com to find a job.
Aisha tried to find a job, but she didn't find one.
The verb be is irregular in the simple past. It has two forms, was and were.
My internship was a good experience. The people I worked with were great.
Here are some other verbs that have irregular simple past forms. Base form. Simple past.
Come, came. Know, knew. Do, did. Make, made. Get, got. See, saw. Go, went. Say, said. Have, had. Take, took.
Read these sentences. What is the correct simple past form of these irregular verbs?
Dima said the interview was very difficult. The company owner called and offered me a job. Of course I took it. Last year, you were a university student, correct? Then you started your own business? Franco and Carl had an idea for a new website. It was a big success, and they made a lot of money.
To form a negative simple past statement, use didn't plus the base form of the verb.
I didn't graduate from high school last year. It was 2 years ago.
There are two forms for negative statements with be, wasn't and weren't.
She wasn't happy when someone else got the job. The servers weren't friendly at that restaurant.
Read these sentences. What is the correct simple past negative form of the verbs?
Mansoor wasn't in class today, so he didn't take the test. Haya didn't get good grades in university. It wasn't easy for her to find her first job. Khalid and Ali don't have good computer skills. They weren't ready to start jobs immediately after college.